it today, right?
They've been looking for 21, and that's a drawing that I just don't have.
So I got some insight on building 21 drawings.
Okay.
They're kind of combined with 22 because those two buildings were built at the same time. So you got to dig around in the 22 drawings and you're probably going to find the 21.
Okay.
Because that's what I had to do. I was looking for a bunch of floor plans for the tenant fit outs, and it's all in the 22 drawing folder.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah.
And we're specifically looking for some submittal items, and those are historically harder to find.
I have not had much luck with that.
Yeah, there's evidence that the submittals we need were received during construction through various logs that are part of the file that we don't actually have.
Are we not able to harvest that stuff from EPM?
Yeah, it was probably before EPM's time, to be honest.
Okay. I have one thing to add about one of the projects that we're working on after you guys are done with that topic.
Yeah, go for it.
So we're working on a signage repair project. Apparently a couple years ago there was a big push to get signage done. Steve Wilson spearheaded the project. I guess he picked it up from someone else. But I've met with Steve to discuss the project because we're just trying to get a sense of who the contractor was that did it. That way we can, kind of go the same direction since they already know the site and everything. One of the things that he pointed out to me was that inside the conference room on the first floor, there's a bunch of boxes of additional signage that was never installed or conveyed to FDA as attic stock or, signage that was supposed to be installed. He told me that he's made the building managers all aware that these boxes are all there and that they're supposed to pick them up and distribute them to their counterparts at FDA. So I don't know if anybody has any insights on that, because that may be something that if we could get that stuff shifted over to FDA, there might be signage that we don't have to replace because it may actually be in those boxes. So Vache and I are working on that, and what we'll do is we'll reach out to you guys individually. All the boxes are labeled in the first floor conference room, and as we start going through the effort to hit all those buildings and find out what signage is missing, we'll just tag team it, us and the building managers, to make sure that we're not paying for something that we've already paid for in the past. But that's really all I have on that, and we'll start reaching out to you guys individually.
Good catch, Chris. So, Mary Ann, you gonna just maybe take the lead on that?
Yes, yeah, Chris, I'll probably ping you in a little bit.
Yeah, it's no problem. It's a big push on this project, so I think just as long as we start developing some momentum, because it is an RWA that's been on the books since August of last year.
Cool, thanks. What else we got?
One thing, it's Roger. I would be remiss if I didn't also make sure we put out a thank you and help to Cedric Henley. He was instrumental in helping me get up to speed, and in the early year, whatever, of the documentation and holding Diddley responsible. He's a great building manager, a fantastic young man. I want to make sure I put a shout out to him.
Feels like it's posthumously.
What's that?
It feels like it's posthumously.
Well, I'm old enough to be able to do that posthumously. Well, he does work for the dark side. He works for FDA.
Yeah, you're right there. He did a lot of great work. Mary Ann?
No, I was just saying, he really was instrumental in, leading us down the path of more accountability with that custodial contract, so.
Yeah. He actually submitted the first basically
Request for cap.
cap.
Yep, corrective action plan. Yeah.
April 25th.
April of 2019, right as you were coming on.
April
Anybody got anything else? Dan, any further goodbye stories? Anything?
I'll share all
All right. So next time, Tom, and Adam, let's have some good kudos for our M.a.t.s. All right.
Absolutely.
Sounds good.
Oh, you want? I didn't know you were looking for more kudos.
You could always use kudos, man.
Pretty good.
I do know that Mr. Washington has done a fantastic job on his detail, and there was a little confusion with the timing of it all and the administration of it all. But I have heard that he's done great work out there, and he will be coming back to White Oak next week. So we'll have to rejuggle the building assignments that we just did and squeeze them back in. That's probably good for everybody, like the load, and we're getting everything done. So we'll be happy to have him back.
Awesome.
Yeah, I did want to say, want to recognize Kenneth Hersey for going through the steps necessary to get the mobile app installed and seeing his first successful ticket with the mobile app. It is out there, and as I tickled to some people last week, I want to try and install it and see what it looks like for either your 1181As or your 3423s. We can do a live demo. I did that last week on our M.a.t. call. If it's assigned to you, the inspection's assigned to you, it shows up on that mobile app, and it's the only thing you see. It's designed just to show you the inspections. So it might be worthwhile to look at and see if it can help you do your job better, and maybe cut out some other issues. And as far as building management, if Mary Ann and Roger are working to get single tickets auto-generated for the month, those would all be sitting there as if they're assigned to you for your input via mobile. Just an option to do your job differently, possibly better. Jamil wants to say something about mobile.
No, not Maxwell. But remember, we were talking about our tickets disappeared and all that stuff. Was that resolved? Because I think we had found that we were back in the same situation. Like all the other ones came back.
Which
and
tickets?
now we're seeing present ones again.
Which tickets?
Our remember 2 weeks ago we were like, hey, we don't see anything. And we weren't seeing the present tickets. And you did something and they all came back. We got the close them all. But now we're not taking present. I think you said something about how they categorized.
Yeah, and
You were asking Greg about like changing that back.
So I didn't get anything back on it, but just for everyone else, sure. Honeywell was setting those to waiting inspection for many different updates over time. That's become something that's not permitted for the various O&Ms to set that status because they're not supposed to use that status. They're supposed to use QC, quality control. So they're not able to do it anymore. So we've asked if a periodic report could be run by GSA just to change all those things. We have a 100% requirement. So optionally, if you want to see even look for completed tickets for that day, that's a different report or a different way to show it on your home screen. You can ask for that. But I did ask about just running some kind of job daily to flip them. But yeah, Honeywell can't set them for us anymore. You have to watch for completed tickets. You're not seeing them.
So, but that's the thing. I don't think we're not even seeing the completed tickets now. And if we're not allowed to, if they're setting up the QC with the inspection, because we used to see those also.
Yeah, a long time. Yeah, that goes into history. QC is meant to be for contractors, but before I came out, the site was using QC for you guys. And it's inappropriate use. You're supposed to get away from doing that. Don't QC if you're relying strictly on the report that's emailed to you, it's not gonna. It only shows the ones that have waiting status, and that's not gonna show you. You can go straight into Maximo's dashboard. You should be able to
Do a
sort
search.
and do a sort by completed. But what I was suggesting is if because when do you look at that report? It comes out once daily, and that's
Comes out every, yeah, it usually comes out like midnight or something, or 12:30. And so, but my only concern is because our FDA counterparts also get the same report. We have it set up where they receive that report, and they don't see their ERIC request or whatever it is that they requested that trickles down to Maximo. They don't see it, and I don't see it. And it's like, well, what happened to the request to have these lights fixed or whatever? They don't see it, and I don't see it. I can't pull up the actual Maximo number to go in and.
Yeah, so we can. I'll look. So what you need is a change to that report so it includes completed, and that'll take care of that. It's just not. I don't think. I think the report you guys have set up for